how close did you get to accidentally whacking one of your co-stars?
The problem is that it was not accidental. It was not necessarily accidental. It was like it's a thing we had to confront.
Javier. What was it? No.
After Harrison punched Ryan on Blade Runner, we have to ask.
What?
Yeah. Oh no, I had to tell. That was a very funny story. Harrison punched Ryan.
In the face?
A straight. Yeah, accident.
On purpose?
No, accident.
Oh,
like you.
No.
I don't know, I wasn't there.
I was there.
Will you protect Paul?
With my life.
What is it about Dune that makes it still so relevant today?
I will say that it's not still relevant. I think it's more relevant because the thematic that Frank Herbert, when he wrote the novel at the beginning of the 60s, sadly the book is more relevant today than it used to be when it was written. The exploitation of natural resources that are done because of extreme capitalism. I mean, I'm talking about extremes right now. I'm not talking. Then you can see that the forces that will oppose will be sacred and linked with religion, and that is a mix that's dangerous and volatile, and it's something that the movie is digging into here. There's also the idea of a character that needs to get rid of the inner voices coming from its genetic heritage, family heritage, political heritage, and how to find freedom, and how Paul Atreides will find his own freedom from this heritage, finding solace and other culture. I think that it's a very beautiful idea, and it's at the very heart of Dune.
It's a simple film.
Yes, Rebecca, which of the very weighty themes stuck out to you the most?
Let's move on from this one.
What was it about this character that convinced you to play her?
Well,
When we
I
spoke
love
the
this
first time,
story.
How did you convince her?
No, but
No.
it's very funny because the first thing she said to me, I'm off doing those princess and queens.
You didn't even listen. That's the
No, I didn't
funny
listen.
thing.
I didn't.
You completely didn't listen to it. But for me, I was asked to have a meeting with Denis, and we had a Skype or Zoom, or we support any form of media exchange. I'm not sure which one we did. See what I did there? And I didn't know much about Dune, and I got thrown into the world of Denis' vision and his story, and he explained this incredible character. And yes, to be honest, there were moments when I thought, okay, concubine, she can kick ass. Okay, I mean, at the same time, I would be a teapot in the background for Denis. I don't care. I just... He
Really?
was, yes.
You said that on camera? Yes.
And my next movie,
Breaking news.
Finding Teacup 2. Jokes aside, Denis was one of my top directors that I wanted to work with. So I was uncomfortable and shy and excited and happy, and I didn't criticize, but I think I couldn't see and understand the gray areas that Denis was talking about. I didn't understand the subtlety of being a mother and the powerful Bene Gesserit. I saw them separate. And when I gradually understood the balance and the intricate balance of these women, the simplicity of wanting to save something you have created, she creates disaster in the universe. And all of these shades, I fell in love. I fell in love with it, and I didn't think I was going to get the role. So I was very happy, very, very happy.
Why did you not think you were going to get the role?
It was such a big film. It was huge, and it's Denis, and I think there's a lot of people who would love to play this role. And even though I can sound like I'm very secure, there's an enormous vulnerability over this business, and I didn't want something too much. But when he called after 10 minutes, I was happy.
It feels like maybe that vulnerability lent itself well to Lady Jessica's story and her story arc as well.
That was the essence that Denis and I spoke a lot about. It was not portraying her as a concubine, not portraying her as a powerful woman, because her actions will show that. One of my favorite scenes is when Jessica has to lead Paul to the Gom Jabbar test. And she knows that she herself has created this disastrous event out of love for the Duke and love for her belief. And the outcome can be death. And that balance, for me, is the essence of this character. She is the powerful wall between help and her son.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
Well, I think fans are also very excited that obviously we will be getting to explore the Bene Gesserit more with Dune Sisterhood and with the series. Is it possible that Jessica could pop up in a prequel fashion at an earlier version?
Oh, frankly, I would not dare go in that zone because it's...
Go in the zone. What do you think?
No,
TV show?
The thing is, it's like it's a beautiful project, but it's in development. And when things are in development, I have a tendency, I want to protect them because it's like it's a fragile state. And so
I'm just trying to get you in the show. This is me trying to...
I see. How much did you give her?
No, seriously, were we developing something?
Well, we do, of course, know that as the title card reads, it is Dune Part 1. There is more to this story with Part 2. You know, what can we do to ensure that a sequel happens?
Great journalism, fantastic reviews, and...
But the thing is, it's I think that was part of the deal at the beginning. I am responsible because I'm the one who asked to make the movie in 2 parts. And I wanted at the beginning to do both parts simultaneously in the same time. For several reasons, it didn't happen. And I agreed with the challenge of making Part 1 and then wait to see if the movie brings enough enthusiasm, which I think it's an honest approach. I mean, do you like it? Yeah, but then we make a Part 2. If people, so we'll see how the audience reacts. And
I want to. That's for damn sure.
One there.
You have one vote.
Yeah, one vote.
I'm in.
Okay,
I'm
2
in.
Votes. Okay. I'm optimistic. Let's say that, but we'll see what happens.
And Dune also, of course, has gigantic sandworms.
I mean, number one, it was so lovely not filming against any form of screen. We had our imagination, you know, whether or not we'd looked at storyboards or misinterpret size and shape. It was our reality. But I think one of the things I remember was on set, Denis had Paul, who is the VFX, who also, I think, won Oscar for Blade Runner. And, you know, Denis' team they're all there with us. And he was in a tent. And I remember walking in and I said, "What are you doing now?" Because I was so excited about his work and it was so new for me. And he said, "I'm trying to create the dropping of the sand before the worm comes up, which is really difficult. How do you sink sand? And the amount of sand will show the shape of the size of the mouth." And I remember sitting in there for I don't know how long until he kicked me out.
I worked with the best actors, so I mean, it's like they were able to act. But one thing that helped them, I think, that being in the desert, my cinematographer rightly said, he said, even if you don't believe in God, when you walk in the desert in Jordan, you start to believe. Because it's so impressive. So the gigantism, to be in contact with the gigantism of the landscape, I think helped the actor to understand, to understand the relationship with nature and something that is bigger than you. And the worm, there was something there that I feel that the environment helped you guys to bring this idea to life.
It was otherworldly. Yeah. It really was.
If such a thing as Dune Part 2 happens, it's going to be an insane playground for me because I had the task to bring the rules, the basic, to explain this world to the audience. Now it explained. It means that I can just have fun with cinema.
Can I ride a sandworm?
Actually, you do.